All right.
All right.
We're officially here.
We're here. We're here and we're here.
Yes,
Present.
amazing.
In the now.
In the present,
It's
in the
in
now.
the present moment.
Here with
yes.
South Bay TV. My name is
Yes.
Courtney McKenna. I have two very special guests here with me today. Ayline Artin and Oliver Brown in the house.
In the house.
How you
In
doing?
the house.
Good to be here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great to be here.
So
Thanks for having us.
thanks for coming on and
Sure.
for bringing your, right-hand man over here.
My sidekick.
Showed up in style.
I don't do anything without confirming with him first because he takes care of me, and I know he's trustworthy. He knows the business. He has got the greatest, biggest heart. So if Oliver says it's okay, then it's okay.
That's good.
So,
To have
yeah.
someone to
Yes, yeah.
Got your
It's
back
nice to
like
have that. you
Yeah.
know, because we have that voice in our head. It's like, should I not do this? Not in this situation particularly, but I know he's got a lot of charisma, and I thought he would be a good addition to your interview
Yeah.
with me.
Thank you. I love that. And honestly, Fleetwood Mac is one of my favorite bands of all time. And also, I have been playing with the drummer, and we kind of have been jokingly going by Courtney in the Sunshine. And so people have always said, Casey in the Sunshine, like you're just, copying them. So the fact that you're playing with both those bands,
And this
for
is
me
no accident.
is
Yeah,
very
okay.
cool.
You drew this man to you.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
But I consider Ayline to be, that gift from God that is saving the best for last. I mean, I've had, a wonderful career to this point, praise God. But when I stumble into this incredible voice and writer and guitar player and piano player, I said,
I saw you playing piano on
exactly,
Facebook.
with all that, stage presence, I said, my goodness, God saved the best for last. And here it is.
And here we are.
thank you, Oliver.
Well, I'm super excited to talk about your new album today.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Heaven and hell.
Heaven and Hell.
Yes.
Heaven in Hell.
Heaven in hell, not heaven and. Don't confuse it with
Yep.
heaven and hell. It's heaven in hell.
So there's definitely a story there.
Yes, there.
And probably many. I mean, not just one.
Oh yeah, many, many stories.
Yeah.
We all have a story to tell.
Yeah.
Everybody's important in this world. I'm just grateful to be here to be able to share mine. But heaven and hell. You want to know what the album is about?
Yes, please.
Okay, it's about sexy love. For my wife, of course. And I started writing years ago, and then I fell into heaven and hell when I really tapped into my artistry and really started to self-believe on all this gift and all this talent that I have, and things started working for me. God sent me Oliver. God sent me this producer, Niels, who's in the business, and I started attracting the right people into my life. And it happened really, again, ultimately through love. So the album is about, most of the songs are about my love for my wife, that hot love that I call it. And other songs I got so comfortable with writing, and I started to write about my love for life, my love for my passion, my music, love for myself, and just love for the little things in life, and love for, people and things that I was attracting to my life. It's just about that fire and that desire that I've always had in me, and now it's just pouring out of me, and it's coming out through all sorts of love.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Do you have a release date for the record?
We don't.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
I've been
always
wanting
the
to
hardest
release
question
it
to ask.
since the beginning of the year, but
Yeah.
I'm just finishing up the CD panels, and that's almost done, and I'm
Cool.
getting all that busy work and business work stuff done.
But the songs are done.
The songs are all
I mean,
done.
that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
That's
To me, that's the easiest part. But it is. You got to have a good album
Yeah.
to be able to be excited to go forward with what you
Totally.
have. A lot of people have albums, but if they don't really believe they have the album, it's going to be hard to go anywhere with it.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm just, of course I want to release it, but I'm so enjoying the process of it all coming together,
Cool.
creating the artwork and working with different people, and we're so caught up in chasing the future
Yeah.
that destination that we don't realize that we are the destination. We're there right now, like this moment with you.
Absolutely.
You know, if I was thinking about, oh, when am I going to release the album? I wouldn't be enjoying moments like this with you.
Yeah.
You know, or with myself. I really enjoy being on that computer and, you know, figuring out what's going to look good and what's not going to look good. But I would like to release it in December, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm going to see. It's going to be up to him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So the universe will align it, and as long as I think that way and feel that way, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I hope you feel that way about whatever it is you do in your life. You know.
Absolutely.
Because that's a better way to live.
Yeah.
You know.
I've been working on a single.
Right.
And I gave myself a deadline, but you know, I hear God laughing in the background. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but you know, I'm exactly in that place right now where it's like, well, I'm learning so much, and there's, you know, everything happens for a reason in the perfect time. And
Exactly.
It's all about believability too.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta really believe. He can tell me something till he's blue in the face. You can tell me something. People could tell me how, you know, awesome this album is, and it's this and it's that. But if I don't believe it,
then where's it going to go?
It's not going to.
Exactly.
But good for us. I believe it.
Exactly. And she should believe it because, like I said, I've had the experience of playing on a bunch of hit records, you know, with some really talented people. But this project, I'm serious about it, you know, in terms of being the thing that I've been waiting on literally all my career.
Amazing.
I mean, because when I first started playing percussion, like most percussionists start off playing, you know, Afro-Cuban, Latin music, whatever. And I did that too. Mm-hmm. Except I quickly caught the bug to want to do something innovative, like take these Afro-Cuban instruments and put them into rock and roll. Not like Santana, but rock and roll in its pure form. And then alter the rhythms to fit what happens on drums in rock and roll. And I never had that opportunity in my entire career until along came this amazing talent.
And he's so talented.
And I'm just having a ball.
That's awesome.
And Neil's, you know, just an amazing producer.
He's my producer
guitar player.
Joined the band.
Right. And
He's
Neil
like, I'm joining this baby.
Yeah.
Exactly. He won't play with everybody. That he produces many people. But even he had to understand and came to understand that this is something really special. Yeah. You know, and I was overjoyed when he started taking that kind of interest in the project, that I'll actually come out and play with you guys.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just been great.
Awesome. Do you play drums and percussion, or like do you have a certain...
basically as close to drums as I get is playing timbales, which
cool.
I do some very innovative things on that too, like playing them with brushes. So it gives the effect of drums, but has the same kind of backbeat and things that you would have with a full kick. You know, so it's an interesting thing I'm doing. Like I
he sounds like a full drummer.
Yeah. Got all the sounds. And
he's really good with his hands.
Right.
And
it's all about.
You guys you met 4 years ago.
Was it 4?
Yeah,
5?
About
it
4
seems like
ago.
I've known him all my life.
Seems like about 4
we have
years
such
ago.
a connection that it was counting.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you, God. That's all.
This is a one continual movement.
But I think about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay. Did you have most of your songs written at that point, or has there been...
When we met, when he and I met, Heaven and Hell was written. Heaven and Hell was written. Reality was written. I'm trying to scan through. Take Back the Night was not written yet. A good portion of them were, I would say, maybe a third of them were written, yeah. And then I wrote some more during COVID, because, you know, that's what we do.
Right.
Right. COVID was a dark time, but as God works all things for good, it was a blessed time for us, you know, in terms of being able to really focus on this project. You know?
That is cool.
So,
where did you guys record?
3 different places.
Right, exactly.
A few different places.
Right, because Niels has a studio in his home, and then we also go out for certain parts of the record.
We did a couple stuff at Paramount Studios.
Paramount Studios, right.
Cool.
Did some stuff there.
I did a lot of the stuff in my own basement.
Awesome.
Music basement.
Right.
So I would send some. I would write something and say, "Oliver, I think I just wrote another hit.
Listen to this, right.
Listen to this." And he's, "Oh, sweetheart,
Right.
you got to send that to Neil." You know.
Right.
And I would send it to Neil, and then I had my Logic Pro, and it was great, especially during COVID, because I wouldn't drive out there. But the way it usually works, the process is this: I write something raw on the guitar or on the piano, record it in Logic, put a rough vocal on it. Maybe there's one or two songs that we kept that same vocal that I did because it was so good. You know, it's just all about how I felt that day.
Totally.
You know, you just can't replicate that. You have to
Yeah,
like, no, we're going back to the original.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So it worked out.
That's
But
cool.
that's the process. And then I send it to Niels, and then Niels, who I call, actually all these guys, okay? Niels, I'm married to a woman, right? My wife is a woman. And I call Niels my stage husband who plays a guitar.
Right.
My stage husband who plays the percussion.
Right.
I can't call Derek my husband. I call him, okay, I'll call him my husband or my mistress
Right.
who plays the bass. All
Right,
these
right.
guys are just so amazing. But what Niels does with his guitar and what he was producing is like he went into my head and pulled out exactly what I was, hearing. And he does this thing with this guitar where it's like a call and answer sort of thing with my voice and his guitar. And it's like there's a marriage, there's this relationship going on. And it's like, it's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. But it was recorded in several different studios.
Nice.
So.
That's the beauty of today.
Yeah, when this thing comes out, it's going to truly surprise a lot of people. But we got to find somebody to play with. And it's so true. And I found this monster. And I'm just having a ball,
When I look into the mirror, all I see is you. Heaven and hell, oh, heaven and hell. And I think I'm gonna die from loving you. I try to push you out of my head.
Right.
Seen that.
It was interesting. It was like I had a
How long
friend
ago
at the
did we
church.
meet? Dang it.
It was a while back.
4 years?
4 years ago, right.
4 years ago.
When I would be in town, I would play at Redondo Beach Center for Spiritual Living.
Yep.
Right. And there's a beautiful girl there, Zabine, that is has a jewelry company and the whole thing. And so she said to me, can you come and play for the opening of one of my events, And I said,
She was having a grand opening for Shining Little Blessings, her
Right.
business.
exactly.
And she had asked me to sing.
Right,
And then she met him
Right.
at the Spiritual Center
right,
and asked him,
right. Would you come and, play with my friend? And I'm thinking, well,
because she found out he's from Casey and the Sunshine Band, and
right.
and
And all that.
she asks him, and she calls him. She
Right.
goes, "You'll never know who I met and who goes to the church and
Right.
who plays percussion over there." And I fast rewinded in my head, and I said, "Well, the only person I remember there was this African American man who looked so classy and clean playing the percussions." And I'm thinking. And when I first saw him playing, I thought to myself, this guy's got to be a pro. What is he doing here? But, it's okay that he was there because he was giving back to,
Exactly.
You know,
It was
to-
Sunday.
to
It's
the
always
world.
the weakest day of my schedule, and it's like, okay, if I can get back in town, or if I'm in town, it's the perfect time for me to give back a little, So
Yep.
I come down here and I play. But she came up to me, she said, well, can you do this event? And I looked at her and she was gorgeous. That didn't hurt. It's also
he's a ladies' man.
right. and being a member of the church, I said, yeah, I'll do this. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, here it goes. I'm going to have to go and play with amateur.
What did I get myself into now?
Right. I'm going to play with amateur and try to be happy. But what happened blew my mind because I come over for rehearsal and she's there with this smoking bass player there, you know. And they start working into these wonderful original tunes, one after another.
But you know, you rehearsed with me not for Sabine's event. You rehearsed because I was asked to open for Kenny Loggins at the Saban Theater, and I said, you know, since you and I are going to play, why don't you come and do this with me? And I knew he was a pro, and that's why we had rehearsal.
Exactly, and we had rehearsal. So I come over there, and it's like, my goodness, it's like one cut after the next, all these great original songs. And I'm saying, where am I? This can't be real, you know. This voice is
you were in my garage. That's
knocking me down. You know what I'm saying? I get on. I finish the rehearsal. I get in the car, and the first thing I do is call my wife and say, "You will not believe what I just ran into. This has got to be a gift from God." You know. And so we started up doing stuff, you know, everywhere. It was a great find, but it's one of them things you just don't expect to happen.
Yeah.
You know, most of the time for me, it's like, you know, I get a call from a Mick or El Garo or one of these people or something that, you know, they know who I am, and I go in there and I'm expecting
now you're getting it from Ayline Artin, okay?
And now I'm getting that. God saved the best for last.
I feel the passion kicking in. I see the light. I hear the crowd, 10,000 voices pull me out. I'm ready now. Feel so damn right. Let's rock this house tonight. It's showtime. It's showtime. I'm ready now. Ready now. Spread our wings and fly. Yeah, it's showtime. It's my time tonight. Now every time I touch you, I'm rock and rolling inside. I'm like I would a fever that takes me on a soul ride. It's easy to admit it, to know that you're the only one. I'm locked into the feeling of the fire when you're in my heart. Don't you know, don't you know, don't you know, don't you know, don't you know that I'm addicted to you? Like the star that you are, yeah. I soar up and spread these wings up with you. Rocket fuel that launch me to another galaxy. Make me feel so good inside, yeah. These sensations live by your beauty. You're my lady, lady from the sea, like a mermaid. Here one night like starlight and into the twilight.